Hey guys, Brian Stevens here with the National Real Estate Post. I want to let you know that Carl White and the Marketing Animals have a cheat sheet for you. So if you need better organizations or having problems on a file or stressed out about something, check out the cheat sheet. It's free. Why wouldn't you? All you have to do is click this banner right over there or somewhere in the ecosystem. Now, we are getting our new green screen up, so hang with us a little bit, but with this lockdown, it's become something difficult to do. Now, our show today is really great, so I want you to follow it through to the end because we're making a point here that I think a lot of you will agree with or at least think about. Here we go. Homeownership rates right now are at a 12-year high. That's a good thing. The rate is now at 67.9%, and it was at 65.3%. And this is the highest since 2008 when this song came out. Changing the soundtrack of strip clubs all across the country. Now, African American homeownership rates rose to 47%, the highest since 2008. Hispanic, 51.4%, the highest since 1984, or when this song and movie topped the charts. Let me tell you something. That was a long time ago, and I remember it. And we're hitting these record home ownership rates right now in the middle of a freaking pandemic.
Makes everybody else do her dirty work.
In these trying times, Pepsi is here for you. What the fuck?
Now, here's what's perplexing for me, and follow me on this. Here's a chart of unemployment numbers since March of 2008. Now, see that massive bump on the left? That's the Great Housing Recession. Pretty bad, wasn't it? Now, let your eyes scroll over to the right. Notice anything happening with unemployment? Seriously, this pandemic is doing to unemployment numbers what Google and social media are doing to free speech. Utter destruction. So riddle me this, everybody. How do we have record high prices, record high home ownership rates, record high mortgage volume, and record high unemployment? It doesn't make sense. You see, unemployment is the fuel that drives every other indicator that I just named. To buy a home, to push values up, to get a loan, you need to have a job. Yet I just showed you a chart that contradicts this point. Put the chart back up for a minute here. Again, you see the 10% unemployment bump on the left, the second highest unemployment number behind right now. Again, that was the Great Recession, and when that took place, we had the lowest home ownership rates, the lowest values, they just fell off a damn cliff. Mortgage volume went way low, and that made perfect sense because people weren't working and making money. Now, we have a spike of 15% unemployment, and as you can see, it happened in a moment's notice. This is massively more destructive than the recession was in 2008. Yet all the indicators are going up, not down. By the way, they're going way up. So how in the hell is this possible? It doesn't make sense. Here's what it is. It was a $3 billion CARES Act, giving businesses money to keep their employees employed, though they're not working sometimes, giving extended unemployment benefits, and propping up the economy to the tune of trillions, not billions of dollars. Now, much of that money has run its course. The money has been spent. Thank the federal government for your new entertainment center, sofa, dirt bike, and of course, the housing and mortgage market. The thing is, the money was given indiscriminately, so there has been no discriminate spending. And much of that money from the CARES Act went to manufacturers overseas, meaning a huge portion of that $3 trillion is going to get exported out of the United States economy. Yet it explains in part the contradiction in employment and mortgage and real estate industry indicators. So that cash has really run its course. So what do we do now? How about another round of free money? And on cue, we're ready with the HEALS Act. It's a nice name because when I don't feel really well, I like to get healed. But here's the key points, guys. A new set of $1,200 stimulus payments may go out to millions of Americans based on legislative proposals from both Democrats and Republicans. That's right, this is bipartisan because you don't want to be caught disagreeing with free money in an election year. Married couples are going to get $2,400 plus $500 for every ankle biter they have in their house. I've got two. And at least $190 billion is once again going to go to small businesses and PPP money. And that's Paycheck Protection Program money to keep people employed while many of them cannot work. Now, it might sound like I'm being a little critical of all this free cash, and I am, but I also recognize that we don't have many options on the table if we're going to keep up with this quarantine stuff. The problem is the free money combined with an election. That's what really gets me. Alexander Fraser Tytler once wrote, "A democracy cannot exist as a permanent form of government. It can only exist until the voters discover that they can vote themselves largeness, which means the willingness to give money, from the public treasury. From that moment on, the majority will always vote for the candidate promising the most benefits from the public treasury, with the result that a democracy will always collapse over loose fiscal policies." And I kind of see that happening right now, especially with trillions of dollars in an election year. Yet I don't know if we have any options on the table. This is truly the tale of two cities. It's the best of times and the worst of times. And right now in the mortgage and real estate industry, it truly is the best of times. And I just wonder what cost this is coming at in the long term. And I wonder how sustainable it is. But our industry is good today. No, it's great today. And opportunity abounds for you, even though many of our indicators are contradicting themselves. And it's a bit concerning, but for today, here's what you need to do. Go have a great lunch. But remember what they say about lunches, guys. They ain't free. Hey man, I hope you liked the show today. I hope this provokes some thought with you. We do have an election coming up and we've got a lot of decisions, and I hope everybody starts to engage this on a much more critical level. With that said, if you're seeing this for the first time, make sure you subscribe and go ahead and push that Facebook button and share this on your site and see if you can keep the dialogue going. With that said, make it a great day. Bye.